Cobra Kai's first release in 2018 was one of the biggest surprises in recent memory. The streaming series, based on the classic 80s film The Karate Kid, was a huge hit. It was a wonderful homage to the series that built quite a following and did enough to stand on its own. Today's review, the upcoming Season 3, hopes to continue the trend started with the first two great seasons. Can it continue to kick butt? Let's find out. Cobra Kai Season 3 was sent to me weeks prior by the studio for review. This is not a paid endorsement of the product, and this review will also be 100% spoiler free, so feel comfortable going in that my following review will not ruin or reveal anything. Cobra Kai takes place over 30 years after the events of the 1984 All-Valley Karate Tournament, with the continuation of the inescapable conflict between Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence. Season 3 finds everyone reeling in the aftermath of the violent high school brawl between their dojos, which had left Miguel in a precarious condition. While Daniel searches for answers in his past and Johnny seeks redemption, Kreese further manipulates his vulnerable students with his own vision of dominance. The soul of the valley is at stake, and the fate of every student and sensei hangs in the balance. Cobra Kai continues to build on what made the previous two seasons a success. A large, talented ensemble cast, an interesting and continuously building story based on the famed 80s Karate Kid narrative, and easily accessible entertainment. At 10 episodes, Season 3 continues to be an absolute breeze to get through, with Miss Ta and I finishing in less than 2 days of watching. The pacing, editing, and writing continue to allow each episode to fly by effortlessly. Season 2 ended with a shocking battle at the school which left Miguel in a dangerous situation. Our heroes are reeling, putting more focus on Daniel and Johnny to find themselves. The show's success and continued greatness really falls with Ralph Macchio and William Zabka. The two continue to be so convincing in their roles 40 years later, with two guys just trying to do the right thing by their families or their loved ones. Without a doubt, the show is peak entertainment when it is saluting its 80s older brother while also trying to establish its own footing. Season 3 amplifies the stakes even more so than the previous seasons, with Cobra Kai being led by the villainous John Kreese. This is where some of my issues come with the third season that don't feel entirely present with the previous two seasons. The first two seasons did a great job of picking at and acknowledging the goofiness presented with the idea of a karate tournament. Well, the stakes have been amplified so much that the dojos and their respective fighters have branched out into public attacks. This includes certain actions and general violence that honestly surprised me and didn't sit well with me. My initial review of the Cobra Kai series brought me a lot of parents who enjoyed watching the show with their younger kids, and some of the violence, mainly certain situations, aren't exactly child-friendly. In no way is Cobra Kai a kiddie show, and I'm not trying to come off as a prude or trying to tell anyone how to parent their child. The Karate Kid movies did have violence, but the act of watching a minor have his arm forcibly broken while screaming and begging in pain during a scene of bullying felt very awkward.
No, don't like that.
Unfortunately, there's quite a few scenes like this, and I feel like some people might be put off by them. Cobra Kai Season 3 really amps those stakes up and takes it off the mat, and I'm not really sure it works in its favor. The fun part of the first two seasons was everyone acknowledging the goofiness, as previously mentioned.
Yeah, you two seem to have this pretty well in hand. It's a normal Saturday afternoon, a couple of grown men about to kick each other into a pool.
It's to the point in several scenes where actions could actually be full-on felonies. It really lessens the believability and, in my opinion, reduces stakes and the sense of danger you'd find in those situations. The show also navigates into certain subplots to the main story, some that don't exactly work for the overarching narrative. I do think some will enjoy exploring certain stories or explanations for some characters, but generally less is more when it comes to screenwriting, especially long-winded backstories. Now, this is entirely up to each viewer. Regardless, for all the faults Cobra Kai has, it found a way to bring me back to a place of happiness. While some of the kids' stories don't exactly work, the focus on Johnny and Miguel continues to be some of my favorite stuff in the entire show. You really feel this need for Johnny to undo his wrongs, not just of putting Miguel in a situation of being hurt, but of being a bad father. You certainly feel for the guy, even if his lack of tech knowledge continues to be a joke that is overplayed just a bit too much.
Oh, Put one of those hash browns at the end, you know, like hash brown team Cobra Kai or something.
Daniel's discovery of himself after the events of season 2, without an ounce of detail, is probably my favorite in the entire show. The entire sequence just put a large smile on my face and made me want to immediately revisit the original Karate Kid movies. Cobra Kai Season 3 really amplifies the action, dials up the stakes, and it suffers in a way the previous 2 seasons didn't. However, for all the missteps the season took, it always found a way to bring me back to its root of compassion, hope, and joy. The entire time I found myself asking, would Mr. Miyagi approve of this? And the answer always came back to a yes. The original Karate Kid movies weren't pretty in both storytelling and execution, but they always found a way to bring you home. Cobra Kai always finds a way to make you smile and continues to be some of the best entertainment on television. I give Cobra Kai Season 3 a B. As usual, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you'd like to support my channel further, please hop over to my Patreon for exclusive content. Be sure to subscribe with the notification bell on, and let me know what you're most looking forward to in Season 3. I'll see you on the next video.